PvP mode, the most forgotten mode in TDS. PvP mode is the first mode in TDS where people can go against each other, and although it can seem a bit fun playing against others and maybe trolling them, there are some flaws when playing the mode. And in today's video, I'll show you all the reasons on how that has occurred. But before I begin, you should subscribe, because I'm trying to get the content creator mode in TDS, and I can only do that with your help. But with all said and done, let's get into it. This is one of the main reasons on why PvP mode became so forgettable. Unlike normal matchmaking, putting you in a game with people of your skill level, PvP mode will just put you against anyone that was also planning on, playing too. And of course, can be unfair as hell, as people with a higher skill level can be put up against a lower level player that barely knows how to play the game. And it'd be worse if you were put up against a sweat that knew everything that they were going to do and knew how they were doing it, and would just overall be a bit of a nuisance. Like, how are you going to put a level 50 player against a level 400 player, bro? This is also another one of the reasons why PvP mode became so forgettable, because when you got put up against someone, the only way to get money is to spam enemies to your opponent, and that would boost your eco. And how it meant most games is if someone sent first, they would probably be destined to win, since the other person would be too busy defending instead of getting their eco up. And the enemy team that kept sending you zombies would eventually send stronger zombies, and you got barely any cash, to defend, and then you'd eventually lose. This is the main reason why people decided not to do this. You had to make it all the way to General 3, and the rewards you got from a win was kinda low and bunt. And the amount of games that you had to play was just insane, not to mention the RNG with matchmaking. The amount of bugs that came with PvP mode was just annoying as hell. Console players couldn't play properly because if someone banned a tower, they just couldn't open their inventory and select other towers that they could bring. So they couldn't ban towers, and it just made PvP mode unplayable, since someone on console could have a 0 to 4 tower loadout, since if you brought a tower that people would use often, or a meta tower, you would only have 2 to 3 towers in your loadout, and you couldn't get any back. The mode was forgotten by the devs like 2 to 4 weeks after it was released, and they promised clans as the next PvP update. They never added it, and it just, never updated PvP. Been about half a year, probably even a year, since they've done anything to PvP mode. This isn't one of the main reasons I want people quit, but I'm adding it because I can. People hated that PvP mode locked the greatest Excel skin of all time behind the grind of PvP mode, and nobody wanted to do all that. The only people who got the skins were sweats that were in the game like almost the entire day. So this is pretty easy to fix, as there's two options. Option 1, the devs can either remove PvP mode entirely, as nobody is going to miss it and it's overall kind of a burden. Or option 2, the devs can actually come back to PvP mode, fix all the bugs, make it more balanced, and just overall care about PvP mode. And there you go. Every reason to why PvP mode became forgotten. I've got more videos planned, so stay tuned for that. This is like kind of a more rushed down video, since it's one of the 1 to 6 scripts I've got done, and probably the easiest one that I can do in this short amount of time. But be sure to like and subscribe, and I'm out of here.